First and foremost, Camber Energy. This is not investment advice. Don't see this as investment advice. This is my personal opinion, where I currently sit. It doesn't mean it's right, it doesn't mean it's wrong, but what you choose to do, obviously, I can't influence, if you're going to buy in now or if you did buy in. I did originally post about Camber Energy at 50 cents with essentially a buy target of about $2. We are pretty much there-ish, pre-markets is up 17%. So we're now at 152 within 12 hours of when I last posted something online about Camber. So I'm already up 16% on the investment that I did, which I did do I posted that on Instagram. So I've just put some money in that. I don't necessarily like to disclose how much, but my followers will know how much I've just put in. I think I'm going to add to this position because I think it's got a lot of room to run, and there's a few reasons for that. And in this video, it's just a quick video, a 5-minute video. I'm going to just look at some of the good points from the actual company side of things as to why it could actually go up from that reason. But then I'm also going to look at why it is actually going up and what it is that's causing that. And I think it's pretty obvious. It's volume. It's the 10th of September. My name's Tyrone and you're watching Mini Pit. Jumping straight into the video, the first thing I want to look at is yesterday's trading volume and the way it worked. So quite interestingly, yesterday we opened up at 93 cents, and we sort of stayed there until about 5 o'clock, and then at 5 o'clock we got this spike from that 93 cents to where we closed. So 40% spike in 4 hours. And that was as we was getting up to the close. And that is because I believe of one of the articles that I've seen about them, or their subsidiary, which is Viking Energy, which at the same time also did exactly the same. This was up 52%, and this is owned by Camber Energy. I think they own about 62% of this at the moment. So this is one of the reasons why they went up, is because Viking Energy got the rights to use carbon capture technology in Canada. I will put a link to this article so people can read it, but that has obviously caused this surge of buyers, because if you see a natural gas or oil gas companies looking to capture their carbon as such, then that is going to look really good, and it's going to create volume, and it's going to want it's going to get buyers interested. And I know that Elon Musk is having a competition at the moment for carbon capture. I think he's offering 100 million. So could you imagine if he said something, this would go absolutely insane. And so that's another thing to consider as well. I mean, it's very unlikely, but you just never know what he's like. Looking at the actual stock, the volume picked up in the back end of the day. We're up 17.7%, so we've gained another penny or another cent in the last 5 minutes of doing this video. You've got technicals which are strong on the daily, they are strong on the weekly. There's nothing wrong there, and it's this volume. This volume is absolutely crazy. Yesterday we got 286.4 million shares traded, and I think there's only about 65 million active shares in Camber Energy that are available on the market. So there's a lot of movement. I mean, it's way bigger than Apple or Ford yesterday, and they're some of the biggest traded stocks. But I also wanted to look at the past history of some of the trading volumes. So if we look at the 7th, which I think was just a couple of days ago, we saw another rally which was about 30%. We saw volume of 304 million traded shares, which again is insane. And the day before that, or last week, we saw 274 million traded shares, 149 million, and then 197. And it's only really picked up this in the last 10 days where we're getting these insane volumes, which is going to cause this stock to go up, because if people are wanting to buy this share, there is only a certain amount of shares that you can buy, and the demand is going to go up. Now, if I'm looking at this price right now, technicals do sort of go out the window. You've got an RSI reading 88.4, which is suggesting it's way overbought, but I don't care about that, so I'm going to get rid of that. And we look at the MACD, and it's suggesting that we go up, and I'm just going to agree with that, because we are going to go up when it opens in a couple of hours' time. In terms of what I'm actually pricing for this, I sort of want to be aiming for the level of about $2 up here is where I'm aiming for. And do you know what? I think we could very much hit that today. So that is the level up here that I would be looking for, sort of, even today, because we're going to be we are going to be opening about there, and we could definitely continue a surge to this $2, which would give, you know, people going into Friday, would give them a lot of optimism for next week. And then next week we could potentially get that real push higher, where, like we saw in AMC or GameStop, where we get that push higher towards $3 and then even $5. And it's really possible. And one of the reasons as well is the market cap of this business. It's only worth 150 million. And I would just have to check, but I think that GameStop, when they went, skyrocketing, I think the market cap was around $1 billion. And so if retail investors can push $1 billion company to a $15 billion company, they can definitely push a $150 million company to a $1 billion company. And if it cut to $1 billion, you'd be looking at somewhere in the region of between $8 and $10 a share, which can't be ruled out. It really cannot be ruled out. And people saying that targeting up here is insane, it really isn't, because the volume is there. Buyers are picking it up. If you go on Reddit, if you go on Twitter, it is there. People are buying it, you know, and that is just going to create demand, which is going to see this price go higher. A lot of people are targeting $3, so there is a good chance that, you know, if we get to $3, we might see some profit taking. But the question being is if the bigger players decide to sell at $3 or they hold, because what's important is, regardless of this, there is going to be someone somewhere who is going to lose a lot of money on this, because for every buyer there's going to be a seller. So if we get up to here, if we get up to there, or even further, someone somewhere is going to lose a lot of money, because they're going to try and get in late and they're going to be left holding the bag. That is how it works. So you have to be careful if you're in this trade. I'm watching it daily on Mini Paper and in my group chats. They're free to join. I don't charge for anything. And again, I'm watching it on Instagram. So if you want to know how I'm sort of playing this, if I decide to sell, I'll probably let everybody know. If I'm buying more, I'll also let people know as well. I'll be tracking that online. So apart from that, that is literally all I have to say. I'm just hoping that this goes up and I make a lot of money. That would be absolutely brilliant, I'm sure. And I hope that anybody else in this also makes a hell of a lot of money. We've just got to know when to sell it. Thanks for watching.